Good morning, Pelham Road. Hope your day's off to a good start. If not, I hope this will help. I like to ask questions, and I have found that people like talking about questions. They like responding to them as long as they're not too intrusive. And so one of my favorite questions has become this question. Did you share a room growing up? Did you share a room growing up with a brother or a sister? Now, it's a small sample size, but the data that I have right now tells me that about 70% of the people over the age of 45 shared a room. Maybe it wasn't from birth to graduation, but for a period, 5, 6, 8 years, they shared a room. And the research also tells me that people under 45, only about 20% of them have shared a room in the course of their lifetime. All right. Now, if you will take the time in the comment section below to tell me if you shared a room, that would be yes or no, I shared a room. And if you did share a room, how many years did you share a room? All right. I'd appreciate that. Now, Joanne shared a bedroom growing up. She had 3 sisters, and the 4 of them slept in the same bed, not the same bedroom, the same bed for several years. It was a big king-size bed. But eventually their mother got to the point where they could move to a home with a few more bedrooms. And so they moved over onto Avenue Q. And that's where I met her. She was living on Avenue Q. And they had the girls in 2 separate bedrooms. And there were just 2 girls per bedroom. And so Joanne shared a bedroom with just 1 sister. Now, I like this question because I think learning to share a room and learning to share space prepares people for the real world a bit better than not sharing a room. And bit is an understatement. Consider the lessons of sharing a room. There's a closet. Some of the things in there are yours. Others in there are not yours. So you learn either to keep your hands off of their stuff, or you learn how to ask real nice to borrow things. You also learn, sharing a bedroom, that you can't always get your way. And you give in sometimes, not because somebody's a bully, but because you love them. And because you're fond of them. Now, Jo had a sister that she shared a room with. And this sister could not sleep without the lights on. Now, this would have drove me crazy. But Jo loved Paula like her right arm. And if Paula needed the lights on to sleep, then Jo was fine with that. Jo would just pull the cover up over her head and go to sleep under the cover with the lights on. The long-term benefit is that Jo, she can sleep anywhere. Anytime. Now me, my conditions have to be met before I can fall asleep. You see, sharing a room has a lot of advantages. I mean, you learn to argue, you learn to compromise, collaborate, share, laugh, and hide food. More or less, you learn that other people are in the world. And that these other people also matter. That you're not the only person that matters. That they matter. That more than one person can matter. I grew up by myself. That's no surprise to a lot of you. I shared a room with no one. I didn't even share a room in college. The first person I shared a room with was Jo. Bless her heart. If I wanted to sleep with only the sheet on, that's what I did. If I thought it was cold enough for a blanket, I put the blanket on. It was my room. We did it my way. I was territorial. I'm not easy to live with, and she is. Sharing is the best lesson ever. Well, tomorrow, I'm going to continue this. Keep that in mind. Sharing is the best lesson ever. We'll pick up there tomorrow.